Well, YouTube, LEGO did this morning. They officially revealed the LEGO Lord of the Rings Rivendell set number 10316. Now, about a week ago, we got some leaked photos out that were watermarked confidential. Some YouTubers and Instagrammers were putting those out and getting a little bit in trouble for that, and some other sets they leaked. So we've been waiting for this official reveal, and man, it came this morning, and I was so excited to see this come through. Yesterday over Instagram, LEGO was teasing on their site as well a teaser for this set by having a reflection in a ring. Everyone was zooming in trying to see what it looked like comparative to the confidential photo that was going out. But here we have it. We have it officially revealed to us, and man, I'm excited. It is an exclusive set. That means you'll all be able to be picking it up from lego.com and LEGO stores. It comes out March 5th if you're a VIP member. They will get early access to the set, and then it will come out for everyone else on March 8th. If you're not a VIP member, I do highly recommend becoming one. There's a lot of extra perks, including getting sets early. And speaking of that, if you're a Brickheads fan, I'm definitely not, but if you're a Brickheads fan and you want that Frodo and Gollum Brickhead, it's a $14.99 set, set number 40630. You'll actually get that for free with the purchase of Rivendell over March 5th through March 7th. So let's start looking at some of the scenes that are being depicted in these pictures that have been released to us and how they relate. Our first one here is the Council of Elrond. Couple things about this. I love that they are using a popsicle, not translucent popsicle, but a solid color popsicle as the headrest in there, and that they, of course, have the sausages as the kind of part of the armchair part there. This scene depicts a clip from the Fellowship of the Ring when Gimli tries to destroy the One Ring, and we'll roll that tape now.
The ring must be destroyed.
And what are we waiting for?
A couple other things I noticed in this picture here were the ferns. I've never seen this foliage before made in LEGO, so I'm just loving all the new molds throughout even this whole set, from weaponry to even the ferns. Just the amount of new molds that they were incorporating in the set is just wonderful to see. Also, you'll notice that some of the figures that shouldn't be able to sit down are able to sit down, and that is because they are using bricks now. For that, Frodo actually is using his a couple of bricks to make up his legs, because we all know that those short legs do not actually bend. The short legs can't, so they have some brick-built legs for him, as well as Elrond and Gandalf actually have a slope piece that is actually supposed to be printed to make it look like they are also sitting and that their legs are draping over, of course, that chair, the front of the chair there, rather than, of course, having to try to figure out how to take a skirt piece and make that look like actually someone's sitting down. So I love all that added detail that they put into that, just to actually be allowing them to be able to sit down. Another scene that is here depicted in LEGO form is when Boromir and Aragorn are in the area where they have the Shards of Narsil, and Boromir picks that up, and I just love that they actually made a new mold of a broken sword. Like, the amount of detail they're going into this, I love it. I mean, it is a $500 set. It is an exclusive set. I do expect these things, but it's so wonderful that they actually came through with these things. I'll go ahead and roll that clip from the movie right now.
Blade cut the ring. Sauron's hand. Still sharp.
I guess Boromir will be suing the elves for not having a warning where the sword was, letting him know that it was sharp. But moving on to a next scene is actually the forging of Narsil, when they reforged it for Return of the King to give it to Aragorn. They do have that depicted also in here, because of course that did happen in Rivendell. So here it is right there. You guys see that those are the generic elves there that are reforging the sword, and then I'll go ahead and roll that clip from Return of the King. Before we actually get into the minifigures, I want to show a couple other pictures that they have. Love how they're doing the water here in this scene and making it actually look like it is running. We also have this scene with Bilbo actually riding there and back again. This is the first time we're actually getting the old Bilbo. And then we have Frodo here. You'll see actually his legs and how they kind of did that a little bit better here on the bed. You'll also see, of course, the mithril that is in the chest over there. Unfortunately, it looks like there's a lot of stickers that are involved. I would love to have these all as printed pieces, but we're getting stickers by the looks of it. A couple things I want to showcase here on the back is actually on the far left here. You'll see a lot of new weapons, so I'm excited for this new weapons pack that's going to be coming with this set. And then over to the far right, we have actually a depiction of Isildur cutting the ring off of Sauron. They're really teasing us with that Sauron minifigure. I really hope they do make one. That was something that was so lacking in the 2012 and 2013 releases, that we do not have the main antagonist of the movies in Lego form, but we have all these other things. So I'm just super excited. I hope this set performs well to where they'll actually be considering doing some of those other sets, including one of those ones that actually leaked. That was another Lord of the Rings direct-to-consumer set. So let's go ahead and look at a pan through of the figures, and then we'll look at them each individually, how they compare between the 2012 and 2013 versions compared to now what we have here in 2023. As I stated before, this set does come with 15 minifigures. Our first two here are those generic elves that we talked about. Then we have Elrond, Gandalf, Old Bilbo, Frodo, Samwise, Pippin, Merry, Boromir, Legolas, Aragorn, Arwen, Gimli, and we have Gloin. Now let's end this video off by looking at these figures a little bit closely in comparison to the 2012-2013 versions, which is going to be on the left, and the newer version, which is going to be on the right. Right away, when it comes to our hobbits, I'm noticing the dual molded miniature legs, which makes me so happy. They look so much better, and that was one of the first things I noticed about these minifigures, and I loved. Getting to Gimli, what's really nice is we're actually having mid legs. At the time of when they came out, the sets earlier in 2012 and 2013, they did not introduce mid legs yet, and so we got that because Gimli is actually taller than the hobbits, but of course not as tall as the human beings in there. So I love that they included mid legs for him. Of course, all the rest of them look great. We have Boromir there. Looks very similar, but I mean, I do believe he looks better, more realistic. Love the fact that Gandalf has a skirt piece. In the earlier versions, Gandalf did come with a skirt piece, but it was not printed, so that is a wonderful upgrade for him. Looking at Legolas next, one big noticeable thing that you'll notice is the hair. That is significantly different. It looks more like the ones that they had for Elrond and for Arwen back in the 2012-2013 sets, but now they're putting that on Legolas instead of having the hair droop back like you saw before. And then we have Aragorn, aka Strider. Looks pretty similar. I mean, the face definitely does look different, but just a great figure to have and inclusion. Of course, you would like the whole fellowship, and it's wonderful to be able to buy one set and get the whole fellowship. Next up, we have Arwen. I actually do appreciate and I think prefer the older one as far as the printing goes. I did like that blue dress, just the more of the color there. I did enjoy that. I mean, the new figure is amazing as well. I mean, she was wearing that all-white outfit as well. I totally get that, but like I said, I prefer, I think, the older printing on the 2012-2013 version. And finally, with the last figure that I want to talk about in this video is Elrond. Again, he looks great too. I love the printed skirt piece. Really, to be honest, the 2012 and 2013 Lord of the Rings sets were way above their time. I mean, they have aged so well. I'd love to hear about your thoughts in the comments, but I mean, I'm looking at them. I own all the Lord of the Rings sets. I have another video showcasing those, but those figures are great. I mean, like, we just don't have arm printing on them, and they are just still amazing. I love the intricacy of the designs of the printing on each of those pieces, the inclusion of some of the like silver metallic emphasis on them. They are just immaculate figures, and they're wonderful to have and to collect. And I think these figures are great as well, and they will just really be a great addition to the already collection I have. Well, that concludes this video on the press release of the LEGO Lord of the Rings Rivendell set. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. I would greatly appreciate a like if you did enjoy the video, a comment down below of what sets that you have, what you guys think of the new Lord of the Rings sets, and what other sets would you want if this one performs well and LEGO's like, yes, we will continue this line. What other scenes or what other places, destinations, or buildings would you like to see? Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.